Hey guys, Shadow the Rat, and for today's video we will finally be trying the pecan or pecan, however you like to say it, pie. And as you can see, the rats are just a little bit excited for this. Who am I kidding? They are extremely excited. And I've been looking forward to doing this one for a while now because this is actually the last of the mini pie flavors available at Kroger, which is the store I've been going to. And of course I plan to give my rats other sorts of treats, but it is a little bit sad to be giving them the last flavor of mini pie because, you know, it's just been really fun giving them all the mini pies and they've really enjoyed them. So I hope I can find either more flavors or something similar that they can continue trying because they definitely really like them. And rats live such short lives that, you know, at this point I'm figuring, why not spoil them? You know, I have quite a few older rats in particular, so I definitely want to spoil them a little bit extra. Now, unfortunately, like with my last few pie videos, you'll notice that my two new girls, Chickpea and Feta, are not out. And that is because we are still doing intros, and we've hit a little bit of a snag because, unfortunately, my sweet girl Raisin, hey, do not steal that jelly bean. Not sure where Raisin went, but anyways, Raisin has been experiencing some weird issue. We're not really sure what's going on with her. Anyways, she's a little bit off balance, and it just makes me a little bit unsure about doing intros with her because she gets stressed out by them. And if she's feeling vulnerable because she's, you know, not completely healthy, then I don't really feel like it's fair to put her through them. And I'm not really sure what's up with her. I got her out here, as you can see. Oops. Come here, Raisin. Here's the pie. And as you can see, she's just a little bit off. And unfortunately, we're not quite sure why. So yeah, we're not really sure what's wrong with her. As you can see, she's kind of wobbly. At first, it looked like an eye infection because one of her eyes, her damaged eye in particular, was just kind of bulgy. That eye has always given her a little bit of trouble. Well, I say always, but what I really mean is ever since Cinnamon, which is my gray girl over there. But anyways, ever since Cinnamon accidentally scratched her cornea, Raisin has had a little bit of a difference in that eye, I guess you could say. Like, it's been cloudy since then, and we did get that treated, of course, and it did heal, but that eye remained cloudy, and she couldn't really see out of it. At least that's how it appeared, because she would startle more easily on that side. And it also just seemed like it was a little bit extra bulgy compared to the other one. But it's been, let's see, a year since that happened, or nearly a year. So it wasn't really causing her issues, and my vet didn't think it was anything to worry about, but unfortunately it seems like it's now causing issues. So I'm not sure if it got infected or what. Raisin got put on anti-inflammatories and some antibiotic. Those definitely helped. The eye looks much better now, and we're weaning her off anti-inflammatories, so it doesn't seem like whatever was going on with the eye is an issue anymore. However, she is still displaying some wobbliness when she walks and seems to be less situationally aware. So we're not sure what's going on with her. And sedation is something that Raisin has shown that she doesn't react well to in the past. And given her age, she is over 2.5, it just doesn't feel fair to put her through that when it wouldn't change our treatment. Like, there's literally nothing we could add treatment-wise. Like, you know, if it is something neurological, there's really nothing we can do. Well, unless it's something like a pituitary gland tumor, but it's not. Well, okay, I can't say it's not for sure, you know, obviously, because I can't see inside her skull, but her symptoms don't match up with the pituitary gland tumor. Like, you can see she's using her front paws just fine. That's not something you see with pituitary gland tumors. And she is still very mentally aware, even though I still feel like she's not maybe quite as aware as she usually is. But she seems like she's all there. So it's really just more that she's, as you can see, kind of wobbly. Hey, Crumb! Rude. But yeah, you can see she's just wobbly, and yeah, we don't know why. Maybe she had an inner ear infection and that's caused permanent damage. Like I said, she's currently on anti-inflammatories. I didn't really see a change in Raisin's behavior. Like, her eye, again, went down in swelling, but her wobbliness, that hasn't changed much. She definitely is acting better. Like, she seemed like she was kind of lethargic before we started treatment, and now she's actually running around and climbing and so forth. And I should add that I originally had her in my hospital cage, and I was rotating out her cage mates with her. But she was getting really bored in there. She was always begging to come out. And so after a few days of that, I decided to trial her in the main cage again, and she's navigating it pretty well. Like, even though she's wobbly, she's actually climbing up and down pretty dang well. And my cage is set up so rats can't fall more than a few inches, even if they are wobbly like Raisin. But I was worried about her being able to get to like food and water and so forth. So I monitored her pretty closely the last 2 days. She's only been back in the cage the last 2 days. And she's climbing pretty well. Like, she clearly isn't climbing as well as, oh, hey, no, popcorn, as she was before all of this, but she's still quite able. So it's hard to say exactly what's going on, and I'm not sure what's going to end up happening, but for now, as long as she seems to have good quality of life, which I think she does right now, then we'll just keep trying treatment and see what happens. But yeah, intros with Raisin in particular have been put on hold. I'm still trying to introduce my other rats, including my other 4 girls who give me difficulties with intros. I'm still trying to introduce my other rats, including my other 4 difficult to intro girls, who are a lot younger than Raisin, to the newbies. So those intros will continue because I do want them to live together eventually. But, depending on what happens with Raisin, I might either stop intros with her just permanently, or if we continue them, or if her health either improves, or if she remains stable at this level, I might continue intros at a very slow pace just to see, if they get to the point where I feel comfortable housing them together. But I'm thinking at this point that there's a good chance that Raisin just won't live with the babies ever. Because again, I just don't want her to be stressed out for however long she has left. Anyways, I know that's a bit of a dreary note, but honestly, considering how old she is, she's doing quite well. And she seems to be getting around very well, even with her current condition. So, Cracker, really? So all in all, currently I'm just monitoring her and making sure everything's going well. So other than Raisin's situation, oh my god, popcorn, things are going pretty decently, which is always an impressive feat when you have a bunch of older rats. But, that's why I'm not too surprised by what's going on with Raisin, because again, she is quite old. But anyways, Crumb and all the other rats are kind of stashing all my pie. I wanted to give Raisin a little bit more, but it seems like the others have their own plans. What do you think, Raisin? Crumb, do not steal all the pie. Raisin's trying to eat some of it. That was another thing I was worried about, Raisin being able to eat with the other rats, because, rats can sometimes take each other's food. But she's still able to hold her own with eating. I do free feed my rats, so, they always have food available. And they are pretty good about not stealing each other's, main food. They just try to go after each other's, lab blocks. But yeah, Raisin seems like she's doing okay with that. And I am weighing her every day just to make sure that she's maintaining weight, which so far she is. She hasn't needed any supplemental feeding. So, that's another thing I'm quite happy about. But yeah, just, that's kind of how things are. Oh my god, Crumb! Oh my god, poor Raisin. But yeah, that's pretty much how things are going. Oh, hi Carrot. Just realized Carrot is here. So yeah, that's kind of how things are going. For now, that's pretty much it. And the rats have nearly finished their pie. I saw most of my girls. I think a few of them are sleeping right now, so that is just their loss, unfortunately, as far as the pie goes. I do have another mini blueberry pie in particular that I accidentally bought a second one of because I didn't realize I had already given them blueberries, so I might give that to my younger girls and give it to my girls who slept through this as well. So yeah, like I said, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!